If you're here, you're probably wondering how to get a girl to think about you non-stop, right? Well, you've come to the right place, because today, I'm going to share some powerful tricks that will have her constantly wondering about you, even when you're not around. But before we dive in, here's something I want you to understand. This isn't about playing games or being manipulative. It's about building real attraction, creating emotional connections, and showing her you're someone worth thinking about. Now, let's dive in. 1. Become the most exciting chapter in her life. We all love a good story, right? Whether it's a book, a movie, or someone's life, the most memorable stories are the ones that are full of surprises, adventure, and twists. If you want to be unforgettable to her, you need to be the exciting chapter in her life that she'll never forget. It's not about being over the top or trying too hard. It's about creating experiences that are unique, thrilling, and emotionally engaging. Think about how you can surprise her with something new. A spontaneous trip, an unexpected adventure, or a hidden gem of a cafe. It doesn't have to be lavish or extravagant. It just has to be something that shakes up her routine. When you break away from the predictable and give her something different, you leave her thinking about you long after the moment has passed. Make sure your time together feels like an adventure, and she'll associate those memories with you. Excitement keeps her hooked, and the more exciting and unpredictable you are, the more she'll wonder about what comes next. 2. Leave a little physical reminder. There's a psychological principle that says we often form connections with physical objects. This is why certain items or places can trigger memories. If you want to make her think about you when you're not around, leave behind a small physical reminder, something subtle but meaningful. It could be a hoodie you let her borrow, a book you both enjoyed, or a small token that reminds her of you. Every time she sees it, she'll think of you and the special moments you shared. This little reminder keeps you fresh in her mind, even when you're not physically present, and it reinforces the bond between you two. It's a simple, yet effective way to stay unforgettable. 3. The disappear and reappear technique. Let's face it, nobody likes feeling like they're too available. If you're constantly texting or always around, it can sometimes feel like there's no mystery left. One of the most effective ways to stay on her mind is by playing it a little more strategically. You don't want to ghost her completely, but you can disappear for a short period now and then to create a sense of mystery. Maybe you've been texting every day, and then suddenly you don't reply for a few hours. This little gap will make her wonder, is he losing interest, or is he just busy? When you finally reappear, it will feel fresh, like the beginning of a new conversation. This sense of anticipation and mystery can make her more eager to connect with you again. It's about keeping her curious and ensuring that when you do reappear, it's an exciting moment. 4. Trigger her dopamine response. You've heard of dopamine, right? It's the feel-good chemical in your brain that gets released when you do something exciting or rewarding. Think about the thrill of checking your phone for a message. It's that little rush that keeps you coming back for more. You can trigger this same response in her by creating anticipation and intrigue. Instead of texting her constantly or being overly available, space out your messages and keep them interesting. A simple, "I just saw something that made me think of you," can make her curious and excited to hear more. The key is to leave her wondering, what's next? The brain loves the anticipation of something rewarding, and when you play it strategically, she'll be thinking about you every time she waits for your next message. Keep her on her toes and make her crave your communication by keeping things just unpredictable enough to trigger her dopamine. Finally, make her feel special, show her she's different. This last one is key. Make her feel special. Everyone wants to feel like they stand out, right? So when you're interacting with her, show her that she's different from everyone else. Avoid generic compliments like, "You're beautiful." Instead, highlight something unique about her. For example, if you notice how her eyes light up when she talks about something she's passionate about, mention it. Say something like, "I love how passionate you get when you talk about your hobbies. It's so refreshing." This shows that you're genuinely paying attention, and it'll make her feel truly appreciated. When you make her feel special, she'll start thinking about you more. She'll wonder, why does he notice things like that? Why is he so different? That's what you want, her mind on you, and her heart a little bit more invested in you. At the end of the day, making her think about you non-stop isn't about manipulation. It's about creating a genuine connection filled with excitement, mystery, and shared moments. When you do this right, she won't just think about you, she'll crave being around you. Try these out and watch how quickly you become the guy she can't get out of her head. Let me know which of these tips you're going to use first. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more.